Oh, well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me here. My name is Logan Gruber. I work for Cohlab Digital Marketing. Oops, I got the video over that. There we go. I work for Cohlab Digital Marketing. I'm a copywriter and a Google expert. I'm here today to present on Google My Business. And I just want to let you know ahead of time, I am recording the video presentation here. And then I'm also, oh, I have to admit someone in the waiting room. Hold on. All right. I think I did that right. Okay. I'm going to make this presentation available later, so I'm recording it. I'm going to put it on YouTube, and then I'll also just send the presentation itself to Marcy to share with you so you can view it at your leisure. There's also various links in the presentation as well that you can check out. So, but today we're presenting on Google My Business, what it is, what can you do with Google My Business? Why is it advantageous to have it? I'm going to do a Google My Business audit on Cohlab's Becker location, as well as the chamber and one mystery chamber member. So you may have been chosen, but I chose one chamber member to do a quick audit of to show you that. And then we'll also go over how to set up your Google My Business page if you don't have one already. So that is what we will be doing today. So first of all, what is Google My Business? Google My Business is how you're represented in Google Search and in Google Maps. So you can see on the left-hand side of your screen right now, what you're seeing is what an iPhone X result would be for searching for Cohlab Digital Marketing inside of Monticello. So you can see Google My Business consists of the name of the business, the industry and location. There are call and website buttons, address, a map, hours, but then also if you were to click that blue arrow, it will give you more information such as like an appointments link, reviews, answers and questions, and a description of the business as well, along with any photos that are available. On the right-hand side of the screen, what you're seeing is just the desktop version of that same information. So again, on the far right is the Google My Business listing for Cohlab Digital Marketing in Becker. Same information I just laid out essentially in a different form. So depending on whether you tend to do your searches on your phone or on your laptop or computer, you're probably more familiar with either the left or the right. So what can you do with your Google My Business? Why should you have one? The first thing that you need to do is get control of your Google My Business. Oh, I got to admit someone to the waiting room. Hold on. So in Google Search and Maps, what happens is that if you don't claim your Google My Business, Google is going to pull that information from wherever they can find it. If they find a listing for your business on Yelp, Yellow Pages, on Facebook, anywhere else that there might be a directory listing for your business somewhere, they're going to pull some of that information and try to create a Google My Business listing for you. Now, if they're doing that, that information might not be correct or valid. The hours might be wrong. There might be people who are uploading wrong photos or putting wrong information onto these free listings elsewhere on the internet. So that can be bad for your business because now there's false information on Google, which is obviously a more popular platform to search on than, say, Yelp or something like that. So that's the most important thing, is to just get control of it. Once you have control of it, you want to make sure that your business hours are absolutely correct. 40% of the people who are searching for a business are just looking for the hours. That's the most important thing they need, is when can I call you? When can I come and visit you? Adding photos. So you can upload as many photos as you want to Google My Business. You can even add videos as well, up to 30-second long videos. So 90% of searchers are more likely to visit a business that has photos available that show what the business looks like on the inside and outside, photos of the team and staff that they might be working with, or service people who might be coming to their home, things like that. You can also add a short name and custom link. This is useful when you want to get more reviews on your Google My Business. Once you've got that custom link set up, you can link people directly to your Google My Business listings. That way they can easily leave a review. Then you can read and respond to those reviews once they're left, kind of build your brand, Make sure that you're putting the personality that you want out there. Make sure that if there are bad reviews that you're responding to those and trying to figure out what went wrong or why that review went bad. Thanking the people who left good reviews. Depending on your industry, you can also book appointments straight through Google My Business, reducing some of that friction. Google Insights is a tool. It's an analytical tool allowing you to see when people go to your Google My Business, what search term brought them there. When they get there, do they go to your website? Do they make a phone call? Do they ask for map directions? Kind of what do people do with your Google My Business? You can also share updates with Google Posts. This is similar to your Facebook posts or Twitter. These posts are not only visible for a short period of time, so they stay up for about 7 days, but they're also searchable. So if you have products and services that you want to highlight, it makes them more likely to pop up in searches along with those images in those posts. Google Messenger is a tool that you can use to communicate directly with people. So especially right now, some people maybe aren't willing to come into the store, or some people are not so good on the phone, so they may not be willing to call either. This is a nice way to allow people to text you directly from Google My Business to a phone that you've set up. So whatever mobile device you have on hand that can handle internet and text messages, you can set that up to receive messages directly from your Google My Business. And then you can add managers. So if you are a business owner, but you're just a little too busy to handle something like this, you can assign an employee to manage it for you with a separate email address. So now I want to do an audit of Google My Business, as well as the first page of results for the business name for Cohlab Digital Marketing, as well as the Monticello Chamber of Commerce. And I chose kind of at random the Central Minnesota Jobs and Training Services. And I don't know if anybody from Central Minnesota Jobs and Training Services are here, but this is what we're doing. All right. So when you search, each of these searches that I do for each business was done within Monticello. So these are similar to results to what you would see if you Googled Cohlab Digital Marketing inside Monticello. So the first thing you see when you would Google Cohlab Digital Marketing on the left-hand side in the search results is an ad for a competing digital marketing firm. So they're spending money. It might be $1, it might be $10, it might be $50 to appear at the top, very tip top of the search results. So that's not great because that's a competitor, but we're not paying ads to be there. That's just a choice that we've made. Down below that, we get a Monticello Chamber of Commerce website. That's good. That links directly to us. Below that, you get 2 pages on our actual website, so that's great. And then below that is another Chamber of Commerce page for us, as well as the Yellow Pages listing for us. So all that below that is perfect. On the right-hand side, our Google My Business is claimed, so we're in control of it. At the very top, you can see we have photos added showing our staff and different things. The name of our business is correct. The website link is right. The industry and location are all correct. Hours are good. The phone is correct. The appointments goes right to our contact page. However, towards the middle, we don't have any questions from clients on there. So that's something that we could work on, is asking our clients to leave us questions that we can answer. When we get those questions and answers, those tend to help with appearing in search results, but they also help people understand your business better and build your brand. Below that as well, where it says reviews, we have no reviews right now for our Becca location. We do have like 30 reviews on our national Google My Business profile, but on the Becca one itself, we don't have any reviews right now. So that's something that we could also work on. Down below is the description for our business, which is just dandy. Next up is the Monticello Chamber. So we'll look through the results here. Again, this is performed from inside the city of Monticello. So here we have at the very top on the left-hand side in search results, the Monticello homepage, the Chamber of Commerce homepage. So that's perfect. Below that is the business directory. That's great. But the number 3 and number 4 listings are both for different cities named Monticello, their Chamber of Commerce. I think one's in Illinois and another one, I don't remember where it was. So that's not great. There's could be some confusion there for people who are looking. And then below that, we've got Facebook, Explore Minnesota, and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, all linking back correctly to the Monticello Chamber. And then at the very bottom, again, it's that Illinois Chamber of Commerce. On the right-hand side of that same page, we have the Google My Business, which is claimed. We do have some photos. They look like they're the photos from the Google car. So at least there are some, but there could be more added. The name of the business is correct. The website and directions all work. We do have 5 Google reviews, but it's a 2.8 average. So not great there. Could be some work done there. Down below that, the address, hours, and phone are great. There are questions and answers, or there are 2 questions, but there are no answers. So that's something that could be looked into, leaving answers there to help people understand some of that information better. Down below that, it does have reviews from Facebook as well, 4.6 out of 5 with 10 reviews. I looked at the reviews, they look great. And then down below that, there's no description for the Google My Business. So that's something that could be added to help out with Google search results. I did pull out, just so you can see some of the reviews and the questions and answers here. I'm going to go over these a little bit later about how to respond, but I will note that 3 of the 4 reviews are about a restaurant, it looks like. So I think these are very confused people. And then the middle one, the bottom middle one, Catherine, looks like it's a review about a massage parlor, and there was some issue there. So I think that's probably doesn't belong there either. So we'll talk about how to handle that moving forward a little bit. And then on the far right is the questions that were left. So those are answers that you could give to those people, and not just them, but other people who might be directly Googling a question like that, like Trumpeter Swan Speed in Monticello. That could help you appear for that search if you have a good answer for that right on the Google My Business. So next up, Central Minnesota Jobs and Training Services. So when we did this search in Monticello, what we get on the left-hand side of the search results is, first of all, the jobs that are listed. So that's great. That's exactly what they want to show up. Below that, 3 in a row pages from the website. So that's perfect. They're showing up exactly how they should in the search results. Down below, or sorry, over on the right-hand side, the Google My Business is not claimed. So there's no control right now. And to gain control, it can take 1 to 2 weeks, depending on how things go right now. So the Central Minnesota Jobs and Training Services, there are no photos. There's just the Google car photo of what looks like it might be even pointed the wrong direction, or there may have been construction happening there since the Google car has been through, but it looks like an empty field at the moment. The website does link to the website, but there's 2 Google reviews, it says, with a 3-star average. And when we actually look to the right here, we can say there's really only 1 review from Red Technologies. That's a nice review. So why is it 3 stars and why does it say 2 reviews? Well, one of the reviews must have been removed by Google for being false or misleading or some other abuse. So that review was removed, but the average still stays the same as if the review was there. So Central Minnesota Jobs and Training Services has to work harder to bring that score up, because there's still reviews in there, or hidden. Down below, we've got questions and answers. There's no questions here. Facebook reviews, though, Google did pull those in. They look great, 4.2 out of 5. And then at the very bottom, there's no description for this Google My Business either. So definitely some good improvements that could be made through claiming this listing. So now we get to go through how do you claim your Google My Business listing. Again, I will be sharing this presentation with Marcy, and this recording will also be on the internet. So you don't have to take too many notes, especially Stacy, who's in the car. All right, so the first thing you need to do is visit google.com/business. You're going to want to sign in with a Google account, so that could be a Gmail, but you don't necessarily need a Gmail to make a Google My Business. When you click create account after that, you'll be able to choose whether you're going to use a Gmail or if you'd like to use an outside email. Say, you're like, we have, at Cohlab.com, I could use that email to create a Google account, or if you have an @MSN or Hotmail or Yahoo. Those all can be used to create a Google My Business account. You don't have to create a Gmail. So just follow the instructions, follow the prompts, and you'll get through that process pretty quick. Next up, you'll just type your business name in. So like for Central Minnesota Jobs and Training Services, they want to type in how the name appeared on Google My Business, and then that'll appear in this drop down. If your business just doesn't have a Google My Business at all, there's not even an unclaimed one, there's just nothing, then you'll need to, you see the top selection says create a business with this name. That's what you would choose. So just be careful when you're typing your business name in that you don't choose accidentally choose a similarly named business that has, or even the same name business that has a different address, say in a different state, so you don't get too much confusion there. Once you've got your business name set up, then you have to select a category. So like for us, we had website designer. You can choose from a lot of different categories. Just start searching right there. You can only choose one to start with, but you can add more later. So just choose the one that fits best to start with. Then you'll be able to add in your services. Google's going to suggest some services based on the industry you chose. Looks like somebody's waiting to enter the meeting. Hold on a second. Once you can select those services, or you can add a custom service as well. So let's go through and create, the services, kind of like your on your website. You might have a list of services that you provide. And then do you have location that customers visit? So if you're, an H&R Block or a library or a movie theater, yes, you're going to have people coming in all the time. So you just type yes or hit yes and type in your address. If you're a plumber, if you deliver if you're a delivery service of some type, if you're going out to service clients and they don't come to your business at all, or you work out of your home, like me, so you would click no. You're still going to have to put in your address, so Google can send you a postcard to verify your address, but that address will not be public. So if you click no, it hides your address from the public. It just gives them a city. If you click yes, the address will be public. People can come to your business. Once you get through the address portion, you're going to add a service area. So depending on what type of business you are, I would suggest setting your service area by either zip code or by county. If you do it by city, it's just going to cover the city, not the rural area around it. So just like city limits. So I would suggest a zip code or county, depending on the service you provide. And then contact info, so you're going to have to put in your phone number as well as your website. If you don't have a website, the second option there says I don't need a website, or and that'll just allow you to pass through, or you can, at the bottom it says get a free website based on your info. This isn't a great website, but Google will auto-generate a subdomain, a website for you, and it'll be just a one-page thing. It basically is a Google My Business turned into a web page. So it's really simple. There's really not much you can edit to it, but that's something that you can try if you just don't have a website, you've never had a website, you just want to try something. You can give that a shot. It doesn't give you a real web address, it's just kind of a subdomain thing, but that's definitely something you can look into. And then lastly, you have to verify your business. So usually they're going to give you the postcard option, which is delivered in about 5 days. Now, take into account the fact that we're living in a global pandemic, and I heard recently there's U.S. Postal Service issues, so I don't know. But 5 days is usually how long it's supposed to take. I've found that usually it comes in 3 to 4 days, but expect delays moving forward if you're just setting up Google My Business for the first time. You might need to wait longer. If you wait past, I believe it's 14 days, then you're able to contact Google and try to verify a different way. But postcard is the main way they verify that address. So how do I get more reviews and respond to reviews on Google My Business? So I wanted to go over reviews a little bit, since we saw that the Chamber had a couple of really not accurate and not applicable reviews at all. So this can be applied to anyone, but I just wanted to go over it quick with you guys. So how do you get more reviews? We talked earlier about adding a short name and custom link. So for us, that's Cohlab-Becker. So to give someone a review or let someone leave you a review, all they have to do is type g.page/Cohlab-Becker/review or send them that link. It's just a little bit shorter than saying, well, type in my name on Google, and then hopefully you see the thing, and then you can go down and click reviews. It's just a quicker way. It pops the reviews right up so that they can leave a review right away. Again, the average consumer reads 10 reviews before they feel they can trust your business. But also, not only do you need 10 reviews, you need a rolling 10 reviews. People only want to see reviews that are within the past 3 to 6 months. Otherwise, the reviews are just kind of stale. How do you respond to reviews? So I go over this on our blog as well, but negative reviews, if it's truly negative for a good reason, something happened, something went wrong. You got to take responsibility and then try to take it offline. Give them a phone number to contact you at. Nobody wants to get into an internet shouting match. It's hard to figure out tone of voice when you're typing. So get them to contact you on the phone. Try to take it offline, but don't shirk responsibility if it's a true negative review. Positive reviews are easy. They're great. Just thank them. Encourage them to share that review with other people. If it's a blank review, thank them, but ask them to come back and leave more details to help others, because a blank review really does nothing for you. I see a 5-star review with no words, it might as well not be there. And then a fake review. So if there's a fake review, if you can provide proof that it's fake, that's huge. Reply to that review, providing that proof. Then you're able to actually go into your Google My Business dashboard, and you'll see when you go to the reviews, I have the image here. On the right-hand side, there's a little hamburger menu. You can flag that review as inappropriate, and Google will take a look at it and review the proof that you provide, whether that's screenshots or links to the appropriate information. So looking at the Monticello Chamber reviews quick, the ones for the restaurant thing, let's see, it's Jackson, David, and William. Just thank them for the review. Say, hey, this isn't a restaurant, and I'm not sure. Maybe the Chamber building used to be a restaurant. I'm not sure how that mix-up would have happened, but when I see shaking her head, no. Let them know that it's Chamber of Commerce. Ask them if they delete the review, and thank them. So, that's about all you can do on the front end of things, is just make sure people know that that review is not accurate and doesn't belong here. And then you can go into your dashboard and report that review to Google, and they should be able to remove that. Now remember, the review will be removed, but the star rating remains. So they're going to count towards your average star rating forever. Sherry asks, even if they're old reviews, are you saying respond to them even if they're old reviews? And I think yes. Go back and respond to everything. It just shows that you're active, and then take an active role moving forward, that you respond to future reviews. Because somebody who left a review in the past or asked a question on the question section in the past, somebody might still have that concern or have that question in the future, and having that resource there right away can help clear up any confusion. And then down below there's Catherine's. Just thank her for the review. Let her know it's maybe the massage wasn't a legitimate business, but maybe you're not sure how the chamber is involved in this, and ask her to please delete the review. And then you can report that through the Google My Business dashboard to Google. If you enjoyed listening to me talking about Google My Business, I do how-to videos for free on YouTube every month. I do 3 videos a month, so just search for Cohlab Digital Marketing, or you can head to our YouTube page with the link at the top there. So, thank you again, and I didn't see any other questions come through.